How's it going, everybody? Too Spooky here, and today we are going to be continuing our little Bleach marathon. And the reason we were having a Bleach marathon was because we were under the impression that Bleach would be ending with its final chapter, 685, on August 4th of 2016. Well, as we found out, it actually is not the last chapter, but the second to last, which if the chapter drops on Thursday like it usually does, it will be ending on August 18th. So maybe when that day comes, I'll do another Bleach video to say goodbye to the series. But until then, we are still going to be continuing this Bleach marathon until tomorrow, so there is one video left after this one. And I must say, the chapter released today, it had me feeling all sentimental, but there was just so many unanswered questions, and so many things that weren't touched upon. So as far as I'm concerned, Bleach still is not getting the ending it deserves, but I guess we'll have to see with the last chapter. I could be wrong. But now that we got all of that out of the way, today, we're going to be counting down 10 facts about Ichigo Kurosaki. This video was suggested by a decent amount of you guys. It's not as many as I would have expected, but there's definitely quite a few of you that still wanted this video. So thank you all so much for suggesting it, and I hope you all enjoy. And before we actually jump into the facts, there are two things you should know about. The first is that this list will definitely have some spoilers in it, so just be warned about those. And the second thing is my pronunciation is god-awful, so more than likely I'm going to mispronounce something. And the reason that I chose Ichigo is because I originally thought the series was going to be ending today, and I figured the best way to send it off would be a video about the main character. And I'm also hesitant about actually putting this video out because of the fact that Ichigo wasn't even in this latest chapter, so we're probably going to get some information about him in the next one, and I just don't want to leave anything out. But I've already made a commitment, so I'm putting this video out today. So as a tribute to the second to last Bleach chapter, let's get the video started, shall we? Number 1. The name Ichigo has quite a few different and interesting meanings. See, Ichigo's name is composed of Ichi, which is supposed to mean first prize, and Go, which is supposed to mean guardian angel. His father Isshin has told Ichigo that his name means he who protects. And when using certain kanji, Ichigo's name can mean strawberry, which is why the first volume of Bleach is titled The Death and the Strawberry. The death is supposed to symbolize Rukia, and the strawberry, Ichigo. And the fact that his name can mean strawberry is another reason why certain characters throughout the series have given him crap about his name. And the final interesting little thing about his name is the fact that with certain kanji, Ichi can mean 1, and Go can mean 5. Ichi and Go make up Ichigo, which can be read as 1-5. Now, why this is so interesting is because if you put those numbers together, you get 15, which was Ichigo's age before the time skip, and to make matters even crazier, Ichigo has the number 15 on his bedroom door as both a reference to his age and a pun on his name. Hey, Carl, are you alright? Number 2. So to make that first fact a little bit crazier, the number 15 also references his birthday, which is July 15th. And a little known fact about his birthday is that early scanlations of the manga listed Ichigo's birthday as July 7th instead of the 15th, which confused a ton of fans at the time. And when the series began, Ichigo was 15 years old, and now he is 17 years old with the time skip. And with the addition of the latest chapter, 685, we skip ahead 10 more years into the future, so we got another time skip, which makes Ichigo 27 years old. But again, he wasn't in this chapter, so we still have yet to see how he looks. Number 3. Before the time skip, Ichigo was 5 foot 8.5 inches tall, and he weighed 135 pounds. And after the 2-year time skip, he is 5 foot 11.5 inches tall, and he weighs 145 pounds. And his blood type is A. Number 4. When Ichigo was first created, he was originally supposed to have black hair instead of bright orange, and he was supposed to wear glasses. However, Kubo later felt he didn't stand out enough, so he removed the glasses and gave him that orange hair he is known for. Now personally, I think Kubo liked this design so much that he decided to give Cayenne Shiba black hair since he resembles Ichigo so much. And he did it so he could still give that design some love. This last part is all speculation, of course, and there is no evidence behind it, it's just a theory. Number 5. A little screw-up involving Ichigo in the manga was in chapter 627. The scaled shoulder pad on Ichigo's Shinigami outfit appears on his right shoulder instead of his left for a second. Number 6. So I attempted to count all of them up, and I think I've got them all, but I may be missing one or two, or I may even have an extra one. But throughout the entire series, Ichigo has had a total of 18 different transformations. I'm not going to go over all of them in this video, but some of them you might not expect me to include are Ichigo as a child, 15-year-old, and 17-year-old human forms. I'm also counting his hollow mask as one form, not each mask as a new form, because, you know, the mask changes over time. And I'm counting his new partially hollowified form along with his partially hollowified Bankai form separately. But yeah, throughout the series it looks like Ichigo has changed quite a lot. 18 times to be exact. However, with this new addition of this 10-year time skip, I'm guessing Ichigo's gonna have at least one new form for, you know, being 27 years old. And then he'll probably take on one or two, so it's gonna be more than 18 more than likely, but as of this video, before the last chapter debuts, he has gone through 18 transformations. Number 7. Ichigo was voted the most popular character in Bleach in the first 3 popularity polls. In the first poll, he took first place with a whopping 9,742 votes. In the second poll, he took first yet again with a total of 7,388 votes. And in the third poll, he achieved first, the third consecutive poll in a row with 8,370 votes. However, in the fourth and currently last character popularity poll, Ichigo has fallen from first to third place with 7,829 votes, being beaten by Toshiro in first and Rukia in second. Number 8. Back when Ichigo took on that new hollow form in his final fight against Ukiura, the chapter sketches revealed that his substitute Shinigami badge broke because of it. The thing I don't get about this is the fact that it's fully intact during the whole Fullbring arc. So did it reassemble when he transformed back to himself, or was that sketch just to symbolize that he was no longer a Shinigami, but instead something else entirely? You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Number 9. So I noticed a lot of you guys were asking for a video about White Ichigo or Hollow Ichigo in the comments, as you can see here. And although it's kind of hard for me to comprehend, I'm going to have to try and explain why I can't make a video about him to you guys. Keep in mind, this is very hard for me to wrap my head around, so if I say something wrong or it's not quite right, feel free to correct me down below. So let's look at both White Ichigo and Zangetsu here. Well, for those of you who don't know, these are some major spoilers, but Zangetsu isn't really Zangetsu at all, but instead is Ichigo's Quincy powers pretending to be Zangetsu, and his fake Zangetsu just happens to heavily resemble Yuha from 1,000 years ago. So Zangetsu isn't Zangetsu at all. And then White Ichigo over here is actually Ichigo's true Zanpakuto, and Ichigo has just been suppressing him the whole time. To my understanding, Ichigo inherited both his Quincy powers and his hollow from his mother, because she was undergoing hollowification before she was saved by Isshin. And that hollow transferred to Ichigo, and then his Shinigami powers were passed down from Isshin. So moral of the story, Hollow Ichigo is actually Zangetsu, but not really, and Zangetsu is actually Quincy powers. Which brings us to the next fact. And the moment that you've all been waiting for! Number 10. Since Ichigo's Zanpakuto was just all wrong, Ichigo gets a new Zanpakuto forged. His true Zanpakuto. His true Zangetsu. Or should I say, his Zangetsus. which are personally reforged by Oetsu Naimaya, using an actual Azachi. So now Ichigo wields 2 Zanpakuto, his true Zangetsu. The bigger sword represents his inner hollow, which is the manifestation of his Shinigami and hollow powers, while the smaller sword represents the old man, which is the manifestation of his Quincy powers. With the Zangetsu, Ichigo has 2 known abilities that we've seen, which are his classic but revamped Getsuga Tensho, and his new ability, Getsuga Jujisho, which is where Ichigo fires a Getsuga Tensho from each blade, which can fuse together into a large, cross-shaped blast of energy that is very powerful. And I should also mention that Ichigo can now enter a form of partial hollow transformation, although we don't know a whole lot about what its abilities are. And with these new Zangetsu, Ichigo has access to a new Bankai, which Ichigo activates by placing his 2 Zanpakuto together to form one huge sword.
Well, too spooky. What does this Zanpakuto do? Does it have any special abilities? Does it shoot arrows like a Quincy? I must know.
Well, you see, Bane, we haven't seen what his Bankai is capable of. At all. Because Yuha broke his Bankai right after Ichigo released it because it posed such a threat. So this Bankai looks cool as hell, but we have yet to see it do anything. Maybe we'll finally get to see it in the last chapter. Or we won't get to see what it's capable of at all. It's really sad. But it's not over yet, guys. We have one bonus fact for you guys today, which is number 11.
Oh man, I love these bonus facts.
Ichigo is actually a huge fan of William Shakespeare.
Really? That's the bonus fact? Talk about anticlimactic. Jesus Christ, Spooky.
But there you have it, everybody. 11 facts about Ichigo Kurosaki. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video today, and hopefully you learned something. If you did, make sure to leave a like. But that's not all. If you leave a like on this video, there is a 0.25% chance that we will get to see Ichigo's new Bankai in action in the last chapter. That is correct. The chances are slim, but it's definitely possible if you leave a like on this video. Also, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. We've got one video left in the Bleach Marathon. But on top of that, Bleach content will not be leaving this channel, and we've got plenty more of it in the future.
Also, don't forget to like and follow Too Spooky on his social media. Links are in the description. Also, don't forget to follow him on Twitch, which the link is also in the description, in case you were wondering.
Thanks, Bane, I appreciate it.
Oh, Too Spooky.
Yeah, Bane, what's up?
By the way, it looks like Carl's dead.
Oh. Well, that sucks.
You're not going to do anything to help him?
Well, yesterday he made me cry like a little bitch, so he can be dead.
Damn, Too Spooky, you're one cold-hearted motherfucker.
Yeah, well, sometimes I gotta be, Bane. But on that note, guys, we have one video left in the Bleach Marathon, and I really think you guys are gonna like this one from all the requests I've seen. So be on the lookout tomorrow. And we've got one more Bleach chapter left, which will be debuting 2 weeks from now. And again, I'm still sad to see it go, and I just really hope it gets the ending it deserves, but it honestly does not look like it's going to, which makes me very sad. But on that note, guys, if you cannot get enough Too Spooky content, well, why don't you click here for 10 facts about Grimmjow Jaggerjack Jaquez, which was actually the previous video in this little Bleach marathon. And if that's not doing it for you, well, why don't you click here for 10 facts about Ukiura, Schiffer, Cypher, Differ. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.